The portfolio overview shows the current value of the portfolio as well as its year-to-date, daily and overall performance in percentage and absolute value compared to the transaction value of your portfolio. Next, the user can see the performance of the portfolio relative to various indices such as S&P 500, Nasdaq 100, Dow 30 on a graph displayed in percentages. There are different time periods to be chosen from. These three rating segments show the number of securities for each rating within the portfolio. So, for instance, there are a number of companies that have a hold analyst rating, a number of companies that have a strong buy earnings rating, and a number of companies that have sell technical summary. The allocation segment shows the portfolio summary divided into different securities types, as well as the profit-loss of each segment, along with the transaction and current value. This pie chart shows how diversified the stock are from the portfolio in terms of sectors represented in percentages as well as in numbers of companies when you place the cursor on the chart. The asset allocation pie chart depicts the individual securities and what share each security holds within the entire portfolio. In the drop-down menu, you can also choose particular markets. So, for instance, you can see only the ETFs or only the Nasdaq 100 stocks. In the asset-typed allocation, you can see how the portfolio is diversified in terms of different types of securities such as stocks, commodities, forex, ETFs, etc. The portfolio bubble chart is to show the portfolio in various dimensions at the same time. The size of the bubble represents the share of the security in the portfolio. The color represents the type of the security, the x-axis represents the performance of the security, and the y-axis represents the relative price to its 52-week range. In correlations, you can choose up to 9 securities and compare their correlations based on the 10 days range. The distribution by sector and industry segment shows how the stocks in the portfolio are distributed throughout various sectors and industries. You can click on each sector and industry, and then you can see the specific stocks in the particular category in the table on the right. Analyst consensus shows the current analyst rating as well as the average target price and the percentage potential relative to its current price. You can also see the information displayed in visual forms where the analyst rating is comprised of different ratings from a number of analysts as well as the range of target prices for the next 12 months compared to the price curve of the last 12 months. Portfolio heat map displays all the securities within the portfolio at once, where the size of the cell represents the share of the particular security in the entire portfolio, and the color percentage number represents the performance of the security since added to the portfolio. By clicking on the color scheme, you can filter the securities that meet the particular criteria. You can also choose different pools of securities from the drop-down menu and see only those securities. Dividend stocks and performance shows dividend-paying stock where on the left bar chart you can see the performance of the particular stock in absolute value as well as the accumulated dividends in visual form. On the right side, you can see the aggregated dividend-related information as well as dividend-related information for each stock.